sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. Running back has it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Savage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Clemson. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, it It doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Leon. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Running room in the middle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Leon. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Armour. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for growth on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's go. Wants to throw again. Looking to scramble. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Leon. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. so close to cashing it in for this offense. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get close.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. To the air. It's Leon. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Pulls and fires complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. Took care of it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Peters. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. In the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Leon. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Going right to work up top. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Peters. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stop him on 3rd and inches. Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive would... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes one. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Leon. Working that left side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Virginia. Made the grab. took it on in for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Makes the catch. It's Corona. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He'll pull it down and run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Leon. Escapes the sack. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be... And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. The give to the back. There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Leon. With the catch, it's Peters. Push down for the tackle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clemson will send the punt team out. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Leon. Fires downfield. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half.
He's got it along the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Warren. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle, it's Moran. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Cavaliers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for a crease, it's Corona. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Wants to throw. It's Warren. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Breaks into the open. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give as they work on that clock. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Warren. Got his man on the right. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Peters. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. From the gun on 3rd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate.